The film starts with showing the whole world, after which America was shown, where the sun was rising, which means like a normal day. Today also started, and now we see a family living in America. The head of the family was his wife Amanda and 2 children. The man had a very good habit. He used to get less angry, but his wife Amanda was very angry, not liking people, doubting everyone. He had a lot of jealousy. Both husband and wife used to work. His daughter was very innocent. She was very fond of watching seasons, while her son was a little mischievous. As soon as Amanda's husband woke up in the morning, Amanda's mood was very good today. She tells her husband that I feel like going on a vacation. That's why I have booked a house for us on the island. Now her husband could not refuse. He agrees. All this got ready and after a while left to go to the island. She was sitting in the car, enjoying. She was very happy. After traveling for a few hours, they reached the house, which Amanda had booked. The house was very grand. Everyone liked it. The children started bathing in the pool. Her husband was busy keeping the luggage, while Amanda goes to the market to buy food and drink. She was very happy after buying all the stuff. When she was putting the luggage in the car, she sees another man who was keeping a lot of food and drink in the car. This was a lot of food for a whole family. It felt like the world was going to end, and he was preparing for it. Now this thing seemed strange to Amanda, but she did not say anything to him, and left from there. After coming home, this family got ready and went to the beach. They were sitting there and enjoying, where they saw a very big ship, which was very far from them in the sea. They think that she will change her way, but after 2 hours, that ship remained in the same place, but now it is further ahead. They felt strange, but slowly the ship came closer. She got scared. She understood that there was something wrong. That's why Amanda's husband tells everyone to run away from there. Everyone started running here and there was a commotion in the middle in a moment. The ship did not stop yet. It came out of the sea. Then it stops in the middle. It felt like no one was controlling it. This situation was very strange. In a short time, the whole beach was emptied. A guard told them that there was something wrong in the system. This happened not only with this ship, but also with many other ships. This family went straight home. Then it was found that there was no internet, and there was no channel on TV. They could not order online food for themselves. So whatever was there, they ate and lived. At night the children slept, while Amanda and her husband were drinking downstairs, where suddenly a knock on their door. She was shocked. Who could it be? When they opened the door, there was a man named Scott and his daughter. Both husband and wife were very surprised, because it was very strange for a stranger to come to their house. Scott tells Amanda, "Madam, this house is mine. You talked to me only online." But Amanda was doubting, because they did not talk on the call. Scott says, "Can we come inside?" On which Amanda's husband took them inside the house. Scott tells them that we live in the city, but suddenly power has gone there. Darkness has spread everywhere. I want to tell you that I know. You have come here for vacation. You have given money, so we are not asking you to go. We just want to stay here. We will not disturb you. We will sleep in the basement. I will even give you money. And he returns their $1,000. Amanda's husband had no doubt on them. He agreed that they will stay here, but Amanda was not so easy to agree. She says to them, "I cannot allow you to stay here, because it is a problem for me to stay with strangers." But when both husband and wife went to talk alone, Amanda says that I doubt them. They have come here with wrong intentions. Her husband says that they are in trouble. We should help them. I don't think they will hurt us. Let's do one thing. I will talk to them for the last time. If I find any problem, I will tell them to leave. So they start talking to them again. Scott talks to them very nicely. He doesn't look like a dangerous person, but he was a little scared from inside. When they believed him, Amanda agrees. Then Scott's daughter turns on the TV. It was clear that Scott was telling the truth, that power was gone, no internet was coming, and no channel was running. They were sure that there was something wrong. Scott was a government officer. That's why he was doubtful about the situation. That's why the problem was clear. Next morning Amanda's daughter says, "I want to watch the next episode. There is no internet." Now when Amanda checked her phone, there were some emergency news. As soon as she shows it to her husband, she disappears. Her husband says that someone has hacked the whole system. There are 2 strangers in our house. Amanda's husband says that I am going out. Maybe someone can tell us what's going on. After that Scott and his daughter left. When they came out, Amanda tells them that there was an emergency notice on my phone. Scott was shocked to hear this. Amanda says that what is this situation? Scott says that I hope everything will be fine soon. Scott says that it was due to a virus that was given by 2 boys. And I think this is not a big problem. Scott says that it was due to a virus. And I think this is not a big problem. Scott says that it was due to a virus. And I think this is not a big problem. Scott's wife was about to leave the plane. That's why Scott and his daughter were worried. When Scott and his daughter were alone, there were a lot of deer that came and stood there. This was very strange, because animals never behave like this. Scott goes to his neighbor's house, but there was no one in the house. When Amanda's husband was on the way, the GPS stopped working. Amanda says that I have been stuck at home for 2 days. I have to call someone, please help me. But she was so scared that Amanda's husband also gets worried and leaves without helping her. When he went a little further, he heard the plane. When he looked back, there was a red thing on the back of the plane. Amanda's husband got scared and started driving, but when the plane passed, he found out that there was something written in Farsi. Scott knew that his friend had a satellite phone. That's why he went inside and took the phone, with the hope that it might work. Amanda's children go to the most unknown jungle. They found a cabin where they both went, but there was no one here. Amanda's daughter told her brother about the deer, but he did not believe her. Scott was trying to run the satellite phone, but it was not working. Because a few days ago we were shown in the sky that the American satellite has changed its course. That's why Scott's satellite phone was not working. After that he came to a beach. He saw that a plane was destroyed here. There were dead bodies everywhere. Because no one was left alive, Scott thought that it will be destroyed here. So he started running away from here. The plane came to the beach and got destroyed. Scott had gone inside the house, but because of the crash, a big wave of water collided with the house and Scott got wet. He got scared after seeing all this, because he was sure that the situation was out of control. He did not tell his daughter that he saw the plane crash, but he told her that he fell in the pool, and his clothes got wet. He sent his daughter to buy new clothes. He told Amanda that the satellite phone stopped working. This was very surprising, because even if everything was shut down, the satellite phone would not shut down. But Amanda did not believe him. So he told her that he saw a plane getting destroyed. It was so high and strange that he had to put his hands on his ears. Amanda was worried about the children, so she went to the jungle looking for them. She found the children whom she brought home. Everyone was fine, but Amanda's husband did not come back, because of which she was worried. Amanda's son said, "I do not know how that voice was. I did not close my ears properly." I know that you know about this. Scott says that it was not the sound of a plane or a bomb. According to me, it was a sound wave weapon. These people get very worried. Amanda says, "I am worried about my husband." After which she tells him that, "I saw a man in the market 2 days ago. He was keeping a lot of food and water in his car." According to me, he knew that all this was going to happen. Scott says that he is my friend. He already knows about all this, so he is ready to face all this. At that time, Amanda's husband came, who was very scared. He tells him that he saw a plane getting destroyed. Amanda's son recognized a word written here, because he had seen this word in a game. It meant the death of America. Scott had no doubt that someone had attacked here to destroy America. I do not know who did this. This family was very scared, so Amanda and her husband decided to go to the city. But Scott tells them not to go, because the situation in the city would be very bad. "You stay here, this place is completely safe for you." They do not listen to Scott. They go back to their car, because suddenly the cars got out of control and collided with each other, so the way to go ahead was blocked by the cars. The reason for all this to happen with the cars was also bad in the system. Then another car started coming from behind, so Amanda quickly comes in her car and sits. She quickly puts the car aside. Scott tells Amanda that one of his friends works on big projects, so he is very rich. He already knew about the situation, so he made a big house to face the situation, which had a lot of facilities. After talking a little more, they play music and dance. Amanda's husband and Scott's daughter heard a strange voice. When they went to check, there were a lot of flamingos, which is a kind of bird. Now again the same painful voice started coming. They again put their hands on their ears and sit. But this voice was so strong that some things in the house also broke. After a long time that voice stopped. But now all these people are very scared, so Amanda's family all sleep on the same bed. As soon as this strange thing happened in the morning, Amanda's son's teeth started falling one by one, because of which Amanda and her husband were very scared. They were not able to understand what was going on here. Their problem was that what should we do? We can't even call anyone for help. Scott tells Amanda that, "The man whom you saw buying a lot of things, I believe he has a lot of things. We can get some medicine from him, which we will give to your son." So now with Amanda's son, her dad and Scott go to that friend's house. When they reach there, her friend was inside the house. He had a gun in his hand. He says, "Park the car at a distance. We will talk later." Scott was surprised at this behavior of his, because they used to be friends before, but now his friend had completely changed. Amanda's husband started telling him that something strange is happening with my son. He is vomiting and his teeth are also falling. Please do something about this. Scott's friend says that falling teeth is not a big deal. This has happened with many other people. Loud voice that is heard again and again. It directly affects the mind. It must have happened because of him. So in this regard I can't help you. Why are you talking like this? We are friends. He replied, all that has become old. Everything has changed. We have been attacked. A war has started here and I will do whatever I feel is right. I want to save my family and you yours. So tell me, what should I do? Scott got angry at this and they had a fight, which got so big that they started shooting each other. But Amanda's husband came in between them and told them, please help us. If you were in my place, I would have helped you. I am ready to give you money. Scott's friend says that when the world will not be there, government will not be there, no law will be there, then what will this money do? And now here he helps them, gives them medicine for Amanda's son. And he also said that this work is of the Koreans or the Chinese, or it can also be of Iran or some other enemy country. Because America has made so many enemies in so many years, who are all standing against America. But no one had the right information here. 1407. Then after taking the medicine, Amanda's husband and Scott get into the car. Here Scott tells him that seeing all the circumstances, I had already understood that this is going to happen. Amanda's husband asks, what do you mean? On which he says that some enemy country wants to destroy America. That's why he created such a situation. To destroy America, 3 moves are played. The first move is that if any country's government wants to break up with the people, then separate them. That is, their communication system. Destroy all kinds of communication channels. Like the internet in our country is gone, the canals are closed, so in a way we have been cut off from our government. The second move is that we will take these secret attacks, whatever we have seen, the painful and loud voice. They give wrong information about us so that everyone gets scared. And they start doubting each other. Everyone will start making different stories. Fear will become the atmosphere of Africa. Whatever has happened here, people will not be able to protect themselves. There will be such an atmosphere of selfishness that the war will end to stay alive. This had also happened. People will doubt each other for no reason, and become enemies with each other. He says that if these 2 moves are successful, then the third move will work on its own. Then Scott tells that the whole world is at war, because then the government would have broken, there would be no law. And this had also happened to a large extent. There Amanda's daughter was not found for a long time. So Amanda and Scott's daughter go to find her. When she was in the jungle cabin, she started hearing voices from outside. And now when Scott's daughter goes out and sees, there were a lot of deer standing there. Amanda came in front of them and started screaming. Scott's attention went towards the city where the bombs were exploding. There was a complete atmosphere of war. People were screaming, which meant that wherever they were, it was a safe place. Because there was no law in the city, people started killing each other, looting and doing wrong things. Because when the government and the law are broken, then all this happens. After which we see Amanda's daughter, who was in the house that Scott had also mentioned. The place was so safe that she was working as a guard. Everything was needed here. Like there was a lot of food, power, internet was also running here. Apart from this, there was a DVD and many CDs. And because her favorite season's last episode was left, so she sits there and starts watching it. In the end it was found that a lot of countries had joined and attacked America because they wanted to completely wipe out America. And now Amanda's daughter had found a perfect place where this whole family can live in peace.